Hey everyone, I hope you're having a lovely Friday evening and have not been caught up in this pandemania. So I'm here to give you some quick tips on how to deal with the current coronavirus that's going around. I've had quite a few calls. This is, by the way, this is my second video. The first one didn't work, so apologies for the people who are watching. I want to give you a few tips that can help you stay on top of your immune system and boost your immune system during this time of uncertainty. And I want to talk about 3 things that will help you, take some responsibility and to help you kind of boost your immune system and hopefully get you through the next few weeks, next couple of months, and come out quite strong. So the first thing is hydration. Make sure you are drinking plenty of water, especially if you do have flu-like symptoms. What water does, it kind of gives moisture in the different areas of your body, and it keeps things loose, it keeps things flowing, and it helps you eliminate. So make sure you drink plenty of water. So room temperature, not freezing cold, because that actually makes it harder for your body to absorb. So make it room temperature, warm water, and you can have it with things like lemon. And lemon is rich in vitamin C, something I will talk about a bit later on. But you can have it with lemon, you can have it grated with ginger. Ginger's an amazing anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antibacterial, antiviral agent. Just make a lovely ginger tea with lemon in it and drink. So you want to drink about 2 to 3 liters of water a day. I just got back from a long flight from the States a couple of days ago, and you know how dry it can get on the plane. And my protocol is drinking half a liter every hour. Doesn't matter if I have to get up and visit the toilets. That's exactly what I want to do, because I want to keep moving. But it will really just help the sinuses. It will help just relieve congestion all the way around here, and help you release toxins. So how do you know if you've drunk enough water? Well, you'll be running to the toilet, and just check the color of your urine. You want it just pale yellow. If it's dark yellow, then it's a sign that possibly you are still dehydrated. But drink plenty of water. Okay, simple things. Step number 2 is rest. I do agree with the isolation, not just for this virus that we've got here, but anytime you have the flu virus or you have the cold, you want to just keep it to yourself and not spread it. So isolate and rest. It's a time where you can just stop being busy, stop running around like a headless chicken. Stop, relax, and rejuvenate. Get plenty of sleep. 8 or 9 hours a day is good for the body to rejuvenate. But if you have got flu-like symptoms, if you have got the fever, if you are feeling fatigued, it's a massive sign that your body needs rest. So rest. And step number 3, feed your body nutrients. So nourish it with food. What do I mean by that? Plenty of vegetables, plenty of fruits, things that are easy for your body to digest. So keep your diet boring and basic, and things like broths, warm broths, onion and garlic broths that will just help, again, open up the sinuses so the body can release things itself. You don't want the body being congested. That's what actually lengthens the time a cold or a flu stays in your body. So the more that comes out, the more you can open up the channels of elimination, the better it is for your body. So you want to eat lots of broccoli, spinach, green leaves, all colourful vegetables, all colourful fruits. Avoid things like dairy, because dairy will congest the body. Avoid alcohol, avoid fried foods, avoid anything that has been prepared, prepackaged, because it's going to be harder for your body to digest. You know, I went to the supermarket today and it's a bit crazy there. People with trolleys of things like pasta, bread, canned foods, and you know, it's crazy. You know, I think people have just gone crazy with fear and panic, and are stockpiling probably things that they shouldn't be eating, instead of just being calm and using what nature's provided us. So just plenty of plant-based foods, vegetables and fruits, I mean, and make it simple. Make it simple for your body to digest. The more simple you make it, the easier it is for the body to digest and heal and use that energy to deal with the virus. The other thing is, when you're eating, don't overeat. So, you know, make sure you stick to 2 or 3 meals a day, and don't eat late at night. You know, eat early by 6 or 7 o'clock, and make sure that you have plenty of time to digest that food before you go to bed. So I want to talk a little bit about supplements. There are some key supplements that help boost your immunity. One of them is vitamin C. I mentioned earlier vitamin C and lemons and limes. Vitamin C is really, really important. It's an antioxidant. It's an antiviral, and is by physicians to help people boost their immunity and deal with viral infections. It's been used for things like, in the past, for things like the polio virus. It's actually currently being used by the Chinese scientists. They're doing a trial on patients, giving very high dosages of vitamin C as IV treatments over a 7-day period, and hopefully those results will come out to see how vitamin C has supported the recovery of the patients. So I'm not suggesting that you go and have IVs. What I am suggesting is things that you can do at home. Obviously, eat vitamin C rich foods. So those are all your citrus fruits, lemons, limes, oranges, but also things like tomatoes, peppers, all green leafy vegetables, broccoli are really rich in vitamin C. You've got your pomegranates, your raisins, your goji berries, all very high in vitamin C. So try and get it through food. If you are unwell, supplements will also be a good thing to support you, but you want to take large dosages. So the recommended daily value, daily recommended dosage for vitamin C is quite low. Though it's 600 to 850 milligrams, it's not even going to touch you. So you want to be aiming for 4 to 6 grams a day in divided dosages. So what I mean by that is having, if you're doing 6,000 grams a day, you're doing 2,000 3 times a day. Vitamin C is not stored in the body, which means that if your body's not utilizing it, it will excrete it. And you'll know because the color of your urine will change. So vitamin C, is a great antiviral. Another vitamin is vitamin D, our sunshine vitamin. Unfortunately, we haven't had much of it recently. If you are in isolation and you have a garden, step outside during the day and get some daylight onto your skin. If you are looking to take vitamin D, it's not just for your bones, it's known to support your immune system. You're looking at about 2,000 IUs a day, but also just check what your vitamin D levels are and dosage accordingly. Another vitamin, which is Great as an antiviral is vitamin A. It's an antioxidant, it's antiviral. And what vitamin A does, it protects the mucosal lining of your gut. So when we're talking about your gastrointestinal tract, it's anything from your throat all the way down to your anus is your gastrointestinal tract. And what vitamin A does is it protects that gut lining and helps reduce inflammation. So we don't want inflammation in any part of our body, and especially not the gut lining. So what vitamin A does by fighting inflammation, it also boosts the immunity of that area. So vitamin A, you're looking at about 6,000 international units a day. A couple of other nutrients, zinc, you probably heard about zinc quite a bit. Zinc is really important to build your white blood cells and support your white blood cells in fighting pathogens. You want to take about 20 milligrams a day of zinc. So when we say 20 milligrams, you're looking, if there are some supplements that are 15 milligrams or 25 milligrams. So, the 20 is between, I would say 15 to 25, you should be good with. There's a couple more that I want to talk about. Number one is humic acid. If you've been a client of mine and you've had viral infections, I would have put you on humic acid. And humic acid is it's a soil-derived substance, and it has been known to treat all viruses, all known viruses. So what we're talking about, we don't know about the coronavirus, but so far it has worked well to help reproduction of viruses that people have used. So I have used it with people for many reasons, like glandular fever. So the reason why it works, which is really what I want to talk to you about, is that it actually coats the viral agent. So it actually coats the virus and it prevents it from reproducing. And how a virus reproduces is it attacks your cell, and it uses your cell. When it attacks your cells, what it does, it gets your cells to reproduce faster than they normally do, and thus the virus spreads. So what humic acid does, it coats the virus so it can't reproduce. So what it also does as well is it sends a signal to your white blood cells to tell them that there's an invader, so your white blood cells can also start to attack the virus. So humic acid, you want to take about 250 to 350 milligrams a day. I am actually going to post this on this post, so you can come back and have a look to see what works for you. The last one, probiotics. There's so much research being done about probiotics. It's my favorite subject. Probiotics are not just beneficial bacteria, is not just in your gut. We have beneficial bacteria all throughout our body, our skin, our throat, our lungs, and they're beneficial because they help ward off pathogens, but they also are anti-inflammatory, and they support the host, which is you. So there's a probiotic yeast, which is called Saccharomyces boulardii, which is, it's an amazing yeast. Again, this is something that I use quite a bit for my clients. What it does, it supports the mucosal lining, this lining that I was talking about, that vitamin A also supports. But what Saccharomyces boulardii does is it supports the function and production of your secretory IgA. Now, this is an immunoglobulin, which it's your main one, which protects against infectious agents. So by taking Saccharomyces boulardii, what you are doing is you're building more secretory IgA, which will then help your body fight off pathogens. So a few things just to recap: vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin D, zinc, humic acid, and Saccharomyces boulardii. Even if you just took one or two of those things, it will just help you boost your immunity. But the other lifestyle things, the three things that we talked about initially, hydration is key. So make sure you hydrate, make sure you rest, and make sure you eat properly. And lastly, some of the things that I've seen quite a bit, and also with some of the calls that I've had this morning, is don't panic. I had somebody in tears this morning because they thought they have the virus. Panic will cause you to go into stress, which is fight or flight. And over, if it's only going to last a few moments, that's an okay response. If the panic is lasting you hours and days, if the fear, the anxiety is lasting hours and days, it's actually going to lower your immunity. So when it lowers your immunity, it makes you a brilliant target for any virus or any disease or any pathogen. So stay calm. Our bodies are amazing. If you give it what it needs, it can really almost definitely recover itself. There are some great YouTube videos to de-stress. Look up Joe Dispenza, look at some of his meditations, look up Sadhguru, he's got some amazing meditations, look up heart math, heart variability and heart math meditations. There's so much you can do just to calm your nervous system down. Calming your nervous system down is probably the most important thing, which is why I wanted to end with it, because your nervous system stimulates your calmness, or it stimulates your stress, and only you have a say in what happens there. So stay calm, don't panic buy. We don't need that much food, we don't need that much toilet paper, we don't need that much Domestos, Dettol, hand washes. Obviously, it is important to clean and wash your hands. That's not just for now. That's something we should be doing long term. You should always be washing your hands. So with that, if you have any questions, please do post them to me. Happy to support you in any way over this crazy period. Stay safe, stay calm, and just stay in peace. Take care. Bye-bye.